it's crazy to pay $5 for a cup of coffee. That's wild.
Every dollar I spend, I think of how I can make like $3 to cover it.
To live here in Mexico and be happy is a blessing.
Gargle it like it's like mouthwash.
Rating 8.5 fact. People stop what they're doing and they end their careers and start up in this career. There's nothing like a New York City job.
Coming home into this space just brings me joy like no other.
500.
Now, what do you think about that, Shawn? Man, some of these videos are kind of foreign to me. I haven't seen some of these videos of these people that's in this video. Have you seen any of their videos?
No, I haven't seen any of these particular videos, but I mean, based off of that first shot, I see a lot of people, in different industries and things of that nature. I was surprised to see the sanitation worker, the garbage man, basically, how he was gonna tell his story. With the video only being 2 minutes 51 seconds, I'm pretty sure he won't tell the entire story. But I remember when I was reading about Dave Ramsey, I don't remember like sanitation worker being, in the top professions of being a millionaire. So that's interesting.
Man, and what's crazy, what's really crazy is that, sanitation workers make more than teachers. That's what I've heard. I've heard stories about some sanitation workers making about $55,000 in some places, and teachers only make about, depending on what type of teacher you are, right? They can make more than teachers. So it's very interesting.
1,000. This guy joking? I mean, that's crazy. That's really good money. Let's find out more.
Van life has really put life into perspective for me. This is where my toilet is.
The quality of life in Bali is crazy. When you have a clear...
Wait a minute. Hold on, man. Hey, I'm not living in no van, bro. I'm sorry, man. There's no way. I remember seeing a video about a dude it was this Asian guy, man. He was living in California and he was a tech worker. And he literally made a whole video and uploaded to YouTube about how to live out of a van. And he talked about like how he was parking it like in certain places from certain hours and how he would go into like these gyms and use day passes to a shower and everything. And it was just crazy, man. I ain't living in no van, bro. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I just saw a video recently I think I saw it on Facebook. A lady did the exact same thing. She had showed how like she would shower and things of that nature in like the gyms or whatever. I couldn't do it though. I couldn't imagine like living out of a van. It's too small for me. I mean, I used to live in a studio. That was small enough. But living in a van, shout out to 𝗕𝗏𝗽. I'm not sure if you're familiar with 𝗕𝗏𝗽, but
I know what that is.
Yeah, he a financial YouTuber as well. And I know he's right now. He like living in the woods or something in the forest. Hey, his video quality nice too right now. Even though he out there and it's a good way to save money though. At the end of the day, like you don't have to pay any rent. You in a van. You just got to pay for the gas. Like you got to pay some for food.
Man, but what about the ventilation though, bro?
Yeah, that's true.
It's almost like unsanitary too, because where you gonna use it? It's crazy, bro.
And your heart is centered in the right place. You tend to have good results for your clients.
Being able to make that much I didn't know it was possible.
My favorite products are Kirkland ties, because when you get salad dressing all over them, just one way.
My name is Graham Stephan. I'm 29 years old. I make $1.6 million per year. I'm 31 years old. I make $6.1 million a year.
I wanted to show other young female entrepreneurs that.
Shout out to Graham, bro. Shout out to Graham, man. Hey, Graham is the GOAT, bro. He's literally like one of my favorite people I watch on YouTube. And like I said, Graham was one of those guys that abided by what Anton would tell people on his channel. Stay down. Graham literally stayed down. He stayed with his parents, I think, for 2 years or something, and got into real estate, stacked cash, and got his first property. And then it went up from there. All these people that are being featured in this video, what they're showing you is there's a multitude of ways to get to the bag. There's no excuses. You got some people that's literally working 40 hours a week, and then they coming home to work on their business as part-time, and then they end up scaling it, and then they end up doing that. Or some of them just keep it on the side and then keep working to have two incomes. It's crazy.
Yeah, I'm definitely a big fan of Graham myself, Trey. I think I've been following him for about 3 years now, maybe even 4. I don't know. It's been a minute. I've been following him for a while. So when he just said that he making, like $1 million $1.6 million a year or whatever. Like, that's just YouTube, bro. Like, even though he started off in real estate, like, it shows like how much money can also be in YouTube. Just like the dancer, how she was like, yo, I never knew I could make this much money as a dancer. So it's dope that people get to find like things that they're good at and make money from it. Like, I mean, I'm happy, making money from as a teacher, but if I can make money from being a YouTuber as well on the side, that's dope. And that just, again, goes to show that you can make money in what you love.
Yeah, I agree, man. And think about like all the tax benefits too, because, if you are a vlogger or something like that, it might be a chance that you may be able to write some of those things off. YouTube, you can also, people that probably running ads on their channel, so they're bringing in money that way. Then they got the money coming in from the super chats, and then, the content and all that. And that's what I said, it kind of reminded me when we talked about that person from last week living on $93,000 in Chicago. A mother introduced her to doing that side hustle, right, which was tutoring, and she fell in love with it, and then it became a profitable business, and now she's killing it at a young age. So that is literally the same thing. Spot on.
It is possible to have a successful business so young.
It's really important that you focus on selling someone on the dream.
From a family where you don't have people walking around with $5,000 or $10,000 bags. Look what I've accomplished for myself.
I'm a woman, I'm a person of color, I'm the daughter of refugees, and I'm deafblind.
I started to discover that I was capable of earning money on my own without anyone telling me what to do.
It's not like I was given the silver spoon where I could work a 100K job.
It's capitalism, bro. That's all what it is. It's capitalism. Anything is possible in this country. That video, now I remember seeing his video. They did a Millennial Money video about that guy. That guy hustling, man. I think he lives in New York City or something. I remember seeing that. But it's just capitalism. Being able to make things happen in this country. And we're living in an era where it's all about your skills. I mean, you got people that's being able to transfer their skills from their regular job to their business, and then they end up making more income doing that rather than staying at the regular job, because we know with your regular job, they'll never pay you enough anyway, right? You'll never be paid what you're truly worth.
Yeah, I remember seeing a couple of these videos. Going back to the girl with the purses, that actually reminds me, earlier this week, a friend of mine on Facebook, she had opened up a boutique like a year ago. She said she remembered that when she opened up her boutique, she had made like $3,000 that week in her opening. And she was like, yo, it's been a year, and last week I brought in $11,000 in a week. So it goes to show that sometimes you got to bet on yourself too. Like, if you got an idea, do it. Just go ahead, do it. I had an idea today. I was like, yo, you know what? Let me start writing a book. And I just went into the Google spreadsheet and I just started typing away, and I came up with 2 pages, Now, I don't know if it's going to take 3, 4, 5 years to finish it, but I was like, you know what? Why not? Just do it, And we're not sponsored by Nike. So the next video that I remember was the girl with the red hair. She did like Fiverr, and she was making a lot of money, like 6 figures a year off of that. And I never heard of Fiverr, but apparently she was like typing papers or something for like different groups of people and making money that way. And I remember going up to my dad. I was like, yo, Dad, have you ever heard of Fiverr? He was like, yeah, I got a degree in journalism and I can make money, selling stories the same way that she is. I'm like, yeah, Dad, but she making 6 figures doing this. Why don't you do that? He was like, no, she's not a real journalist. I had to go to school and get a degree. So it also goes to show how like we have like that old mentality and new mentality of how to make money, and like how sometimes we don't need a college degree to do it. Like sometimes if you got an idea, you might not need a degree to even make the money. You just gotta, again, just go out there and do it.
100%, bro. 100%. It's literally people out here doing it every day. I mean, I remember talking to a guy today actually that worked his way up. He didn't start his own business, but he ended up leaving school to go work at a supermarket, right? And he was a manager, so he was dealing with cash and everything. So then he ended up leaving that job, but he always liked handling cash and balancing a checkbook, right? He ended up going over to a credit union, and then he ended up working his way up to a VP, branch manager, and now he's a managing director now in corporate. So like you said, it's not about the degree all the time. It's people out here with no degrees, but it's about the skills. And as we know, competence gets compensated.
Thinking back and kind of reflecting on like where I started from, living next to the dumpsters, it doesn't make any sense. It's absolutely living the dream. I'm so blessed to have this opportunity.
Congratulations. And Mr. Wonderful doesn't do that often.
Only thing I got for that, brother, anything is possible, man. Millennial money, man, that's a motivator. It's a motivator.
Yeah, I definitely like that video. I didn't expect it to actually be that short, but I like it. I like that they made it that short to just show how many people, especially at the end when they show all the pictures, every size, shape, color, sex, it don't matter. It don't matter. Like, you can make your first meal. A lot of them people probably is, YouTubers, but you don't have to be a YouTuber to become a millionaire too. They just showcasing them on YouTube.
Facts. And we got people. There was another video. They're talking about people started out making $12,000, and then this person ended up working their way up to making $657,000. I think a year to two later, right? And this person is going to end up grossing over $1 million in year 3. So it's possible. It's possible. And these videos kind of chip away at the preconceived notion that you can't get ahead, right? America isn't no longer what it was before, what it once was before. And I disagree. I think it just depends on what's your financial, behavior, and what is your mindset. Are you willing to actually cut back and be more disciplined in terms of investing? And are you willing to make sure that you're willing to do what's necessary to get ahead? I think some of these videos is definitely motivating, and it shows that even the average person in this country can end up becoming a millionaire over time if they be consistent and allocate those dollars to their investments and increase their skills to get paid more over time. All right, so that was a great video, and next we're going to transition into the next video. This video is going to be about, this is one of the newer videos that was uploaded on CNBC. It's a person making $32,000, so we're going to see what's going on in that video. So far, I haven't been disappointed, so hopefully this guy's taking care of business and doing what he's supposed to do.